Welcome, Taurus. This is your general focus for February 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you for all the support that you give me each and every day, truly. Now, I did the love scopes for about 2 years straight, and I always felt like I was cheating you in some way because, even though I tried to keep it strictly love, I would still see the finances in there, or I would see jobs, relationships, but that was part of the love scope, or maybe even where you need to develop your spirituality in a certain way even more. And so I've decided to change it to a general focus for the month rather than just love, although love will be part of the reading. Please leave your comments below if you like this new format or you want me to just go back to the love scopes, because this is for you and it's about you. So it's really not my opinion that matters as much as your opinion matters. So I do hope you do like the new format. I thought long and hard and meditated on it, and this is what I came up with. So without no further ado, let's get to your energy of the month. Now, it's not a love focus, but here we go. One of our first cards and strongest cards in the reading is the Lovers. Okay, so there is a strength, there is a dynamic. You might even be more demanding, because not only do we have the Lovers here, but we also have the King of Swords, who can be very strong-willed, very direct, overlapping the Two of Cups, okay, which is relationships, friendships. Now it doesn't just mean love, but it's almost like you are going to be more demanding when it comes to wanting love in your life and wanting it a certain way this month. Now, it's also because, I see the connection here. So where it is about career, or where you want to go with your passions, your dreams, your desires, you have great support behind you. Okay, so if you have people that love you in your life, they are going to be supporting you. They might even care about your goals more than you care about your goals right now, really, when this card is sitting where it is. Now, your first and very first card, which I think is the most important card that I lay out for you, was the Four of Cups. So it is a month about being grateful. It's about having gratitude for the things that are in your life that surround you right now. I think it's going to be more family and friends, loved ones that matter the most to you this month, but that doesn't mean work isn't part of it. Okay, money isn't part of it. Now, with work, I think that it's going to be hard work. Okay, Three of Pentacles. And you really want to, anything that you try and do, I think this month when it comes to work and meeting your goals, meeting your objectives, hitting those deadlines, is going to take work. It's going to take a lot of creativity. It's going to take a lot of elbow grease. But this card also references that you hold the paintbrush to your future. So where you want to go forward is where you really need to put your energies. Where you want to create your new tomorrow is where you need to put your energy. So if you can prioritize your month in any way when it comes to work, when it comes to finances, in a way that you want it to turn out, and really put your thought, your perseverance, your determination into that area of your life, you will see results. And this is a month where other people are watching you. So you want to keep your integrity high. You don't want to take shortcuts when it comes to doing a job. A job worth doing is a job worth doing well. Always remember that when you set out for anything. Don't leave anything half done or file it away after you started it. You want to persevere through. You want to give it your strength. Give it your determination. Give it your creativity. Because other people are watching what you do, why you do it, and how you do it. And it's going to matter in future months what they see this month and what you can bring to the table. Now, I do see worries and fears and anxieties here throughout the month. Okay, the Nine of Swords. So, when it comes to your spirituality, okay, you need to set a certain part of the day aside for you. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be meditation. It doesn't necessarily have to be prayer. It could just be alone time with yourself to think things through. Now, don't go back in your mind and think of everything that you ever did wrong and berate yourself and pull yourself down and pull out your self-confidence or pull away your self-confidence and make yourself unsure of who you are and what you represent. Use that as a time to be very constructive, to release anxieties, to release worries. And this is typically being up at 2 in the morning and your brain just does not shut off. And you rethink things that might have happened 5, 10, 20 years ago that really has no bearing on tomorrow. So you want to take control of your thoughts. And you really want to lead your mind into, like, take a situation that you are putting yourself into and walk yourself through exactly how you want that situation to turn out, to play out. Give it that time and give it that energy, and it will do you a world of wonderment if you can discipline yourself to just give yourself even 5 minutes a day to play out certain scenarios that you are potentially walking into, the conversations, the situations, and play them out exactly how you want them to work out. We have the King of Wands on the very top. So you could be learning, you could be looking towards learning something new, building on your own potential at the current time, so expanding your knowledge in some way. This is high thinking. This is also the optimist. So I think there is going to be a bounce in your step. Now, I think because it's overall the relationship stuff that it's more in relationships that you are really going to feel being vibrant or feeling alive or wanting to make a move in the right direction when it comes to the people in your life, the relationships in your life, and having them play out the way you want. I see a lot of strength that can be grown in relationships this month, and new relationships as well are going to bring a lot of strength and balance into your life. So be ready and open for that. Eight of Wands is all about new opportunities on the horizon coming at you. Okay, now this could be job, this could be career, this could be your stature in the community or in the neighborhood or within the home. This could be love interests coming in if you are single. Okay, so there are, I mean, pay attention to your surroundings. Make those little notes to yourself on what you saw today, what opened up your eyes, what filled you with passion, what brought a smile to your face. Because that's going to give you indications of the way you should be moving forward. And there's going to be all kinds of examples that you could probably, if you wrote them down, you would find that you would fill quite a few pages with the little clues that you're given in how to move forward and how to match your potential within your passions, within your desires, within your dreams. You're also very spiritual this month, and people are going to almost see that in you, that you have the answer when it's needed. So this could be you becoming a mentor for somebody else, I think, more than you finding a mentor this month. I think this is more of somebody leaning on you to tap into your knowledge, to tap into your expertise. Remember, this is 2016, so that is the number 9, and that is the humanitarian. Okay, so this is where we use our path that we have walked to help somebody else get to where we are, or help them with their struggles, so it's not as much of a struggle. So now the other side of this card is that you are very spiritual this month. The veil is thinned. You can tap into your angels, your spirit guides, God, the universe so much easier. So it's even that more important that you give yourself at least 5 minutes a day just to sit in quiet. Just to play through some things that you want to have happen in your life, some situations and how you want them to roll out, some conversations and what you want to make sure that you say within the conversation and how you want them to respond in the conversations. And send it up so that you're prepared going into those situations, into those conversations. Now, I see the Three of Swords here, but where the Three of Swords sits, I think it could be the frustration level of trying to push through things, push through energy. It's really a go with the flow kind of month, and the more that you try to push through an energy, the more that you are going to hit roadblocks. So if something isn't working for you, then back it up. and just allow it to play out the way it's supposed to play out naturally. And don't try and push through the energy, because I think that is going to deplete you of energy. This is also about resting, recuperating, recharging your batteries. Okay, I see more of, the heart is almost muted in my eyes when I look at this card. I see the sky breaking up. I see the sun coming through. So it is the challenge of maybe a roadblock, maybe chaos coming into your life, maybe something upsetting coming into your life. Try not to take control of that and form it into the way you want, but rather go with the flow of the experience and see what the outcome that unravels out of it, okay? Rather than trying to push through the energy. I think the more you try and push through the energy, the more that you are going to feel depleted, the more that you are going to actually need your batteries to be recharged in order to go forward. We have the King of Pentacles. So this is a great month. I think, you may not feel it going through the entire month, but as you look back on the month, you're going to see that you made gains, especially when it comes to finances and career. And it comes from your creativity. It comes from your thinking outside of the box, or knowing that there is no box. Okay, your crown is essentially vines growing here. So it's the new ideas. It's taking an old thought and putting a new twist on it and turning it into a brand new thing. And this is prosperity. This is well-being. Ten of Swords. As you go into February, I think you are going to realize that you do have this great shield of strength around you. Okay? This is, and you might go through some roadblocks this month. But it's how you handle them and how you handle them effectively that you are going to realize that this shield of strength is actually a protection for you, that you have already traveled a lot of these things. It's almost like you are being tested in a new way on an old lesson in order to make sure that you have gained the wisdom so that you can go forward. Because the sky once again is breaking here as far as I can see. The sun is coming out, that you are going to stand strong and tall. So don't let the little things pull you down, weigh you down, throw you off track, lessen your self-worth, tear away your self-confidence in any way. It's more that you need to handle it, any experience that you have that is bothering you or troubling you, because I mean, that's part of it here, that you are going to tap into your higher wisdom of what you've learned from dealing with this kind of situation before. And the more you allow your release of the situation and go with the flow of things, and tapping into your wisdom is part of that, because you have learned how to allow certain things to play out. And that's where the true strength comes in. That's where the true strength comes in. Now, the Ten of Wands is here. Okay, and this is talking about the things that weigh you down in your life. So, full plates, plates that really need to be platters because of the amount of responsibility or obligations that you have in life. They need to be lessened. They need to be prioritized. And you need to get off your plate what doesn't serve you personally. Give it to somebody else. I mean, at the very beginning of the reading, I said, I think your friends, your family, your close loved ones are going to care about your goals more than you might seem to even care about them this month. So this is a time to say, I need help in this situation. Can you take over the carpool? Can you take over getting the kids' lunches ready? Can you take over this part of the teamwork at work in order for me to go forward in this direction? Because it's almost like you have too much on your plate, and so you're not going to be focused and you're not going to be centered unless you prioritize what is truly important, what you are trying to give new energy to in your life, and making those things the priority in your life this month. We're going to see what the angels have to say here. So love, I see a strengthening definitely in relationships, new relationships coming in friends, family. You may become a mentor to somebody. You may become a mentor to somebody this month. Most definitely. We had a card fall out. Oh, here we are, perspective. And I didn't say anything on perspective, did I? There is a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Okay, so I did actually talk about this, didn't I? So there is a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Okay, so yes, you need to take time away, that 5 minutes away. It doesn't necessarily have to be a meditation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a prayer. But it needs to be time sitting alone with only your thoughts. So close those doors, unplug the phone or turn off the phone, turn off the computer, and sit there and allow your thoughts to come in of how you want situations to develop in your life, conversations you need to have in your life. Very important this month, and it's going to help you maybe even realize the true perspective that you need to have going into that situation or that conversation this month. Dare to be different, and I got that from the King of Pentacles. Okay, it's that new creative energy that you have, this unique perspective that you bring to the table. Okay, new ideas, even on old thoughts and old ways of doing things. It's the new approach that's really going to set you apart from everybody else. And this was really with your finances, wasn't it? It could be health as well. So let's put that card back in here. So love is very good. I think career, I think it's a lot of hard work this month. A lot of times where you might want to take the shorter road, the shortcut. Please don't do that. A job worth doing is a job worth doing well, and that's going to be very important to you this month. As far as health is concerned, I don't see any real problems with health except for anxiety. Okay, and if you allow that anxiety to eat away at you, you will end up having health problems. You will end up having a headache or a backache or just no energy, a depletion of energy. You won't feel the vitality. You won't feel that bounce in your step if you allow the anxiety to take over. And your spirituality, you know, we are in the year of being the humanitarian. So it is looking to mentor other people, taking your wisdom and teaching other people how to walk through their path successfully. Look for new opportunities this month. I tell you, they will show themselves to you, or you will get clues about exactly where you need to go forward. And we have the Ten of Michael, which is a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow, and put the past behind you. So take a bow. Take a bow for what you have come through in order to get to this point in time. With the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, it tells me that you have gone through the chaos, the struggles, the sorrows, the tears, the roadblocks, the backward motion sometimes in your life, that you are ready now. You know, you have the knowledge within you. You have the wisdom to tap into in order to go forward. So embrace yourself. Take a bow. Okay? Understand just how special and deserving you are of new opportunities and new pathways that are right in front of you. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Okay, the past was only there to teach you wisdom through lessons. Okay, and if anything comes up this month, as I said before, it is only, you know, the testing of your knowledge in a new way, but it is really the same tactics that you've learned to use in the past through other experiences. And so take a backward step, tap into your inner wisdom, say, what should I be doing in this situation? And you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and you will successfully use your wisdom in the proper way, and it will become second nature. Just like every other struggle in our life was once a struggle, and then it becomes second nature to just do the right thing the first time. And that's kind of where you are in your learning of certain parts of your life. So tap into your higher wisdom. Okay, you have all the answers inside of you already. So, and take a bow for who you are and who you are becoming. So, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.